वेलकम टू दिस वीडियो। आज हम जो करने वाले हैं वो है आई पुट अप अ पोस्ट ऑन ट्विटर जहाँ पे मैंने बोला था कि यू कैन आस्क मी क्वेश्चंस रिगार्डिंग एनीथिंग, लाइफस्टाइल, म्यूजिक, career, whatever, and I'm going to answer those on YouTube. So today in this video with myself, I've got my friend Prem right here. So he's the one who's going to put me in the spot and ask me questions, all right? And I'm going to choose questions from over there. I'm going to answer them. I'll do my best to answer all the questions over there. But as you know, time limited hai, so we're going to focus on the interesting ones and go ahead with them. Let's go.
Well, starting with the name, I think a lot of guys are interested in knowing how did you get your name. So this one comes from yum_tooth29. How did you get your name, Big Scratch?
Whoa, I have been getting that question. ये question मेरे को YouTube पे भी बहुत लोग पूछते हैं. I think it's time that we address that. So honestly, it's a long story. There was a phase in मैं shortcut में ही बोलूँगा because it also involves like personal stuff. So there was a phase in my life जहाँ पे I technically deleted all my past and moved ahead with my life and had a fresh start. So that is basically when I started from scratch, and I used to do music उसके पहले भी, but that is when I decided that I need to put it out on a platform, and I came up with a rap name. So scratch came from there, and big just went along with it.
So when did this happen exactly? I mean, if you know a ballpark, like how many years ago?
I think it's been like 6-7 years now.
All right. So 7 years ago, you decided to scratch everything. There's another question related to your career. It's by Arcturus0123. He asks, how did you start your music journey? Was it after you started reacting on YouTube? So he wants to know basically, how did you start all of this?
या बहुत लोग क्योंकि जब से मैंने YouTube शुरू किया और मैं दूसरे गानों पे वीडियोस बनाता हूँ, उनको ब्रेक डाउन करता हूँ, उनको लगता है कि मैं उसके बाद से म्यूज़िक कर रहा हूँ. बट आई हैव बिन मेकिंग म्यूज़िक सिंस आई वाज इन ग्रेड आई थिंक ग्रेड 7-8. आई हैव बिन मेकिंग म्यूज़िक, आई हैव बिन राइटिंग म्यूज़िक सिंस ग्रेड 9 एंड आई हैव बिन मेकिंग म्यूज़िक फॉर अ वेरी लॉन्ग टाइम. लाइक बचपन से एकदम होता है ना वो खून में म्यूज़िक है, वो वाला चीज़. एंड आई एम काइंड ऑफ लाइक द आउटलायर इन माई फैमिली. दैट्स व्हाट माई फैमिली सेज एटलीस्ट. सो म्यूज़िक तो हमेशा से रहा है, बट प्रॉपरली प्लेटफॉर्म पे पुट करना, आई यूज टू हैव अनदर चैनल एंड आई यूज टू वर्क अलॉन्ग विद दिस अदर गाई and we had a rap duo called Barcode. It's not there anymore, unfortunately.
Do you still have any reference to that? Maybe your fans would like to check that out.
It's just Barcode Music. That was the name of the duo. But अभी मेरे को नहीं पता वो YouTube पे मिलेगा कि नहीं. I used to rap in English back then. Yeah. But yeah, definitely I've started rapping way before I have started with the YouTube journey.
What was your first track like? This comes from Parth4469.
Technically, the first track जो मैं बोलूँगा, the first track that I put out was the first Hindi track that I put out, where I felt like मैंने ना दिल से लिखा, कुछ निकल के आया पूरा. The track was called खोज पर. I remember I used to be in my hostel and हिंदी का vocab मेरा उतना अच्छा नहीं था, इसलिए मैं इंग्लिश में रैप करता था पहले. And I was sitting over there, I was writing the songs and I was also asking my friend, यार इसका मतलब ये है क्या, इसका मतलब क्या होता है इंग्लिश में. I was telling him the word and I was asking him कि यार हिंदी में क्या होता है इसका word. And I wrote the whole song out. एक भी English word नहीं है पूरे गाने में. The track is called खोज पर. I literally got the track tattooed on me, so it's really close to my heart.
I have also been listening to your songs. So कभी तुमने हिंदी डिक्शनरी यूज़ किया?
नहीं, I have not used a dictionary, but sometimes there are times when you can the word is there in your head which doesn't come out. So sometimes it has happened that मेरे को लगा इस word का मतलब ये है. I confirm and I see it's not that meaning. So like I have referred once or twice, but I never use a word in a song जो मैंने लाइफ में पहले कभी यूज़ नहीं किया. I never like learn a word out of dictionary or Google or whatever and put it in a song. I don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, people would be interested to know that, you know, you come from Bengali family, but the Hindi words you use, I mean, he uses are very heavy.
I think इसके लिए I have to thank, first of all, I have to thank my mom because she has always taught me Hindi throughout my life. And also the music that I've been listening to with you guys, also with the Stwessfam, the music that I have been listening to has helped me empower my Hindi vocabulary a lot.
So, Arsalan53616356 asks, what was your favorite album of all time? It can be from DHH or globally as well.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's right.
My favorite album of all time, I think an album that has stuck with me is For Your Eyes Only by J. Cole. There are a lot of albums that I can't, obviously you can't like say one favorite song, or he's a cinephile so he loves movies. You can't say one favorite movie, right? Same thing.
Okay, we have a very interesting question. It's Leme Hula. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. He asks how to do gig as an upcoming rapper.
It's technically hard to get gigs when you're starting off, but I think you have to start with, you have to go and approach restaurants or small clubs or small cafes and start. Like कभी कभी हमें लगता है कि यार कैफे में जाएंगे, वहाँ लोग तो पॉप सुनना चाह रहे हैं, अरिजीत सिंह सुनना चाह रहे
Right,
हैं,
right.
तो हम
Especially in India, if you think.
in India especially, तो हम ऐसे गाने कैसे करेंगे? But I think you have to, you know, give that a shot. But
True.
I have seen when performing, when you do it out of your heart, people understand that.
Okay, this one comes from It's Seven Dave. He asks, who are your 5 favorite international rappers? In no order.
5 favorite international rappers.
Yeah.
You're asking my top 5. That came in pretty quick.
In no order, by the way, so you can just name.
5 rappers that.
Yep.
Okay. I'll start with Lil Wayne, J. Cole, Kendrick. This is a hard one, man. I'd say Nas,
Nas.
Jay-Z. Yeah, those are the 5 ones. All right. Yeah, in no particular order. It can change tomorrow, but right now that's what's on my head.
Okay, this is on you. Which is your favorite track until now? I mean, the track which you have made. I mean,
Of the tracks that I have made.
yes, what is your favorite track? If you have to choose one, and this comes from Melody Soothing.
Well, there's only one track, which is also the first track that I wrote, first Hindi track that I wrote. It's called Khoj Par. It basically encaptures the my whole journey till the point when I wrote the song. So it's that. And a lot of songs are close to my heart, man. There's Trust, there's Q, there's X, Akela. वो मेरा गाना नहीं था, तुम लोग का हो गया, but yeah.
Okay, this comes from Richa RG. It's a pretty deep one. She asks, how do you react when you have been trying your freaking best, but things still not working out in your favor?
I freak out. You have seen me do that. I freak out, but one thing that I've learned over time, वो भी मेरे को यहाँ जिस accommodation में मैं रहता हूँ, नीचे से एक free token मिला था, एक card, और उस card में लिखा है, it's not gonna be the same forever. And I don't know, मैंने हर जगह ये सुना है, but this time it stuck with me, and I have seen that happen कि everything comes and goes, everything is transient. So that's what gives me hope, and hope is all you need. I mean, that was a good question. I freak out. There's nothing wrong in that. Freak out, get your shit together, get back to it.
There's another question. It's from Saurav Ashish. He asks, which is your favorite MC Stan song?
पहले मैं स्टैन का म्यूजिक सुनता था, मेरे को समझ नहीं आता. Over time he changed his style and then it resonated with me. So I would say a track that I really listen to a lot is Snake.
Yeah,
You were telling me about the track
yes,
yesterday.
yes.
You were very confused about the... Yeah, so I think it's one of my favorites, and also Kahan Par Hai. These 2 tracks are they're really good.
Okay, another question comes from AK4797417947. That's a pretty big ass name. All right. He asks, can we see a project from you in the future? So I think he's talking about maybe a full-on album, something like that.
Well, yeah, definitely. I'm definitely going to do that. But I don't know when, honestly, because I'm still waiting on... You need a lot of experience to put out a good album. Unless you want to make it a mixtape of tracks, that's fine. But if you want to put out a proper album, you need good experience, life experience, music experience नहीं बोल रहा हूँ. Or else it's just going to be a mixture of tracks. So I don't want to do that. जब भी करूँगा ध्यान से पहाड़ों में चला जाऊँगा शायद बैठ के वहाँ पे सब निकाल
और यहाँ तो पहाड़ ही पहाड़ है.
बस पहाड़ों
में जाकर थोड़ा सा
पता नहीं शायद यही दिख लूँगा.
You have already done a collab with a Pakistani artist, but do you look forward to collabing with more Pakistani artists? This comes from AN Nictophilia.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out SKD, by the way. He's a goat. He's a goat with the pen. Definitely, I look forward to do that. But बात वही है यार, when I approach an artist, I have to make sure कि मैं mentally or lyrically, musically उस जगह पे हूँ. Or else I'm not gonna, because there are a lot of dream collabs for artists. एंड मैं कभी ऐसा कोई प्रोजेक्ट किसी की तरफ फेंक के मारना नहीं चाहता जहाँ पे वो ट्रैक उस आर्टिस्ट के लेवल पे नहीं है. दैट इज डिसरिस्पेक्ट, सो आई कांट डू दैट. सो जैसे ही किसी के लेवल पे आऊँगा, आई एम ऑब्वियसली गोना, आई एम ओपन टू एवरीबॉडी.
Okay, this question is from Abhisin 285759994. He asks, what is the relation between you and Bella?
Me and Bella? We definitely are on good terms. I think Bella and me are similar on this one line that we like our own space. We take our own time. We enjoy our own mental space. So it's not like we are talking every day. We have been in touch. We have talked, and he's doing his own thing, which he's doing amazingly, and I'm trying to do my own thing.
Okay, Sammy wants to ask, at the rate Samyak Bhatta, how's life been here in the UK since you've moved here?
पानी पीने दो भाई पानी पीने दो भाई
And of course, when is the new music coming up? And he's from Kolkata, so from
Oh, shout out, brother. New music is coming out on 16th of March.
all right. So check out that.
Almost there. And दूसरा क्वेश्चन क्या था मैं भूल गया.
He just wants to know, like, how's life in
life
UK?
here.
Yeah. So ever since you have moved here.
भाई मेरे को लगा था कि आई एम रेडी फॉर ऑल सॉर्ट्स ऑफ चैलेंजेस लाइफ चैलेंजेस एंड मेरे को लगा था कि कंफर्ट जोन से निकल के बाहर जाना बहुत आसान है मेरे लिए बिकॉज आई हैव बीन डूइंग इट थ्रू माई लाइफ और मेरे को लगा था कि हो गया बस इतना ही हो सकता है इससे बाहर धक्का नहीं मिलेगा व्हेन आई केम हियर पता लगा कि भाई बहुत बाकी है अभी दुनिया देखना.
I can completely understand.
या यू वुड.
Okay, some interesting political question here as well. It comes from Jonelia_007.
भाई तुम शायरी लिखो यार तुम ये क्या पॉलिटिक्स में क्यों आ रहे हो भाई.
Anyway, Modi or Rahul Gandhi?
Bruh, that's a complete skip man. Skip that question, skip that topic भाई. भयंकर भयंकर.
Okay, there's an interesting question from Melody Soothing. I think I've asked one more question from him, but
Oh yeah.
what are good free resources to learn beat production and mixing and mastering?
YouTube experience. YouTube पे जाओ सब कुछ मिलेगा. You'll find everything over there. All sorts of resources. But I think audio engineering में after a point तुम बस you can अपने engineering softwares में भी होता है. Till a
Right.
point you can learn from the website.
True.
After that you have to keep doing
Keep
it.
doing
and
it, yeah.
धक्का खाना पड़ेगा. फिर वहाँ से experience ले लेके सीख के करना पड़ेगा. But थियरी पढ़ के नहीं होगा. ओवर टाइम यू हैव टू कीप एक्सपेरिमेंटिंग कीप गोइंग विद इट एंड यू गोना लर्न इट डेफिनेटली बट इट्स गोना गेट बेटर एवरी डे.
Well, one more question. It's probably one of my favorite questions so far. No, not really, but it's a very interesting question. What are your top 5 Pornhub selection? This comes from IHH_37.
पहले आप बताओ. पहले आप वहाँ कमेंट्स में मेरे को बताओ फिर मैं बताऊंगा. एक बार फिर से क्या है. He wants to know the 5 categories.
He wants to know 5 Pornhub selection. So I guess
तो यहाँ पे भी तुमको दूसरों के ओपिनियंस चाहिए क्या. ये भी जो मेरे को पसंद आएगा वो देखोगे उस पे लाओगे क्या. भाई यार इट्स न्यू डे न्यू मूड मैन जस्ट लाइक द यूके वेदर. हर दिन बदलता है हर मोमेंट बदलता है. या
if I have to sum up all the questions, what I can see here, that what is the next project and what kind of songs are you looking forward to, like to making?
It's very important when I write a track, it comes out of my heart. I can never push a track out. I have tried doing it and I have deleted the tracks all the time. Okay? I have not even recorded. I have wrote the track, I have deleted the whole like the lyrics of it. So जब तक दिल से नहीं आएगा लिख नहीं पाता मैं. And right now I'm focusing on a couple of collabs.
I can see your fans are really interested in knowing like what kind of collabs you're going to do. So there's one question from Zarian423. He asks, what is your dream collab in DHH, by the way? Yeah. So if you have to pick one collab with one DHH rapper right now, what do you think?
If I have to choose one, I'd say Encore ABJ. Yeah, definitely I'd say Encore ABJ. But there are a couple, man. Anjum, Encore ABJ. There's Prabdeep, but I'm still not on his level musically. The sonic understanding that Prabdeep has, I'm nowhere near that. जब मैं सुनता हूँ उसके गाने मैं सीखता हूँ हर बार. ठीक है. But that's like my dream that I want to reach that level someday. Same goes for ABJ. There's Bella, obviously. I'd really love to do a track with him someday. Yeah, there's a lot of names, man, because depends on the mind state.
Okay, I think this is from... Oh, okay. It's another very personal question. It comes from Shakal6969. That's a holy number. What are your future plans? Like music, 9 to 5 job, or both?
I always thought that thing is I want to make music. It's not gonna go. I can't live without it. I can't live without making art. So it's gonna be with me. And I have started to grow an interest towards engineering nowadays. Right. So I think that it's gonna be around me for a very long time now. And if I make it big in music, I'm definitely gonna go in full-time music. Or else it's gonna be both. It can never be just 9 to 5. Never.
Yeah, so you might be able to answer for some of the questions here, which is related to what are you pursuing here in the UK. Maybe your fans wants to know what are you studying exactly here.
So I did my bachelor's in mechanical engineering from India. और अभी मैं शेफील्ड में हूँ यूनाइटेड किंगडम में उत्तराखंड में नहीं यूनाइटेड किंगडम में एंड आई एम डूइंग मास्टर्स इन एडवांस मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग कल पीएचडी के बारे में बात कर रहा था लेकिन शायद वो बट या आई एम डूइंग मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग, इट्स माय सेकंड पैशन मैन. अगर मैं म्यूजिशियन नहीं होता तो मैं मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर होता.
So there's another question. It's again similar to that. He's asking. It's Vaibhav 41235158. He says, "Yo, bro, why did you think of shifting abroad? What was the reason of shifting?"
नंबर वन चीज़ जो इसको पुश किया दैट इज़ एकेडमिक्स. ठीक है, दैट इज़ एजुकेशन. बिकॉज आई फेल लाइक इफ़ यू वांट टू परस्यू मास्टर्स, इफ़ यू वांट टू टेक योर एजुकेशन अंडरस्टैंडिंग टू दैट लेवल, बाहर जाना है. ठीक है, इट इज़ इंपॉर्टेंट टू डू दैट. नंबर एक्सपोजर इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सेकेंड ऑफ ऑल, व्हेन आई पैरेलल इट विथ माई म्यूज़िक नॉट एज इन कि मैं यूके आके मेरे को बहुत बढ़िया कोई प्रोड्यूसर मिलेगा. मेरे पास वैसे ही बढ़िया प्रोड्यूसर है. आई मीन डी मेनला इज़ द जी. ठीक है, बट मेरे पास बहुत प्रोड्यूसर्स हैं जिनके साथ मैं इंडिया में भी काम करता हूँ, यहाँ से भी कर रहा हूँ. इट्स मोर अबाउट लाइक आई सेड, कोई एल्बम बनाना है तो लाइफ एक्सपीरियंस चाहिए. सो इट्स जस्ट दैट आई जस्ट फील लाइक आई नीड मोर एक्सपीरियंस, मोर लर्निंग, मोर गोइंग आउट देयर, पुशिंग माई सेल्फ आउट ऑफ द कम्फर्ट जोन.
Well, Vaibhav has a similar follow-up question. He asked, when did you start learning beat production, and what is the best channel to learn beat production?
I think there are better people to ask this question too, because मैं खुद ही अभी सीख रहा हूँ. I'm still a work in progress. I'm still learning to produce beats. I produce, but I'm not a beat maker. You know, I'm not too fluent with the like technical production part. I'm still learning it. But there are a lot of channels. There's Chucky Beats, there's Simon Servida, and there are a lot of channels on YouTube. You can just look them up. But if you want to learn mixing and mastering, you definitely have to check out In The Mix on YouTube. Very technical, very good.
They also want to know something on writing. I've seen a lot of questions on how to write flawless, or basically how to develop a flow, while writing raps. So this comes from MUAB685363886.
How to develop a flow in writing.
Writing rap.
I think first of all it starts with the thoughts. All right, you have to make sure that when you're writing, this is me as an artist, when you're writing you have to let your mind and heart, like वो चैनल क्लियर होना चाहिए कि यहाँ तक जो आए वो फ्लो करके यहाँ से आए, कुछ फिल्टर लगा के नहीं आए. you're not trying. That's how I feel, naturally आए. Second of all, like how to put that emotion into the rhythm and the melodies and all of that, ये तो टाइम के साथ आएगा. You need to listen to a lot of different genres. You need to listen to, like, understand, like study music, then over time, और लिख के कर करके फिर it's gonna develop. It like it happens over time. There is no formula to it.
Well, talking about melody, we have another question from Melody Soothing. Do you listen to classical music? If so, who all are your favorite composers, and which are all your favorite pieces?
I would say I like a lot of Bach, Beethoven, Chopin. And I do listen to classical music a lot. मैं playlist बना के डाल दूँगा Spotify पे अपने. I do listen to a lot of classical music. I listen to a lot of jazz, a lot of blues, and it does motivate me and inspire the way that I approach music too. So I think let's wrap it up today. बहुत सारे questions हो गए, and मेरे दिमाग में भी बहुत टाइम से ये चीज़ था कि I wanted to interact with you guys. I have done it on Discord a lot of times, but I think there were a lot of questions which needed addressing, and I hope that I answered most of the questions over there. And that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. Love the Stwessfam. It's your boy Big Scratch, and I'm out.